right, it finally came in. Let's see. Oh, it feels like it. Boom. Let's do this, baby.
What's up, entrepreneurs? Welcome back to the Insane Entrepreneur. And for this video's episode, I want to talk to you guys about the difference between an investor and a speculator. All right, so as you guys know, I got The Intelligent Investor, okay? This is a very good book. I love it. Warren Buffett is one of my idols when it comes to investing because our styles are very similar. I like to look at stocks and investments and even business on a long-term basis. I don't really focus on a short-term speculative goal, okay? So usually when I do business or when I do stocks, I tend to hold for the long term, and that's pretty much what this book talks about, and it talks about the benefits of being an investor. See, that's the name, Intelligent Investor. So I know you're probably thinking the same thing I did at one point. What is the difference between a speculator and an investor? Both of them have the same goal, which is to try to make money. But the problem is people use it interchangeably too many times. And it's sort of a reoccurring thing I notice online when people say, oh yeah, I threw a lot of money on this stock or these options and I made this amount of money in one day. I'm a great investor. That's a great thing. However, you're not an investor if you do it that way. So the big difference between an investor and a speculator is this. An investor will take a medium to low risk when it comes to investing in securities. A speculator, however, will incur a high level of risk to hopefully secure huge gains. However, they have a huge possibility of taking on a huge amount of loss. For example, say I want to buy, $3,000 worth of options, and then I also pull margins on that, so now I have $6,000. So now I can just plow money onto that one option trade and hopefully make, double my money or triple my money within a day or a few days, usually on a short-term basis. That's kind of like a speculator. An investor, on the other hand, will say, looking at the fundamentals, or according to the fundamentals, this stock is undervalued. And because it's undervalued, I'll purchase only a few. And then say the next month or in a few weeks, they notice another trend down. They say, you know what, the fundamentals are still good. I'll put in a few more. And that's kind of like the mindset of an investor as opposed to a speculator. So a speculator, think of it as, I'm going all in because I want to make a lot of money, okay? And an investor is kind of like, no, don't go all in. Go a little bit at a time and eventually you'll get there. So that's pretty much how I have it memorized. And yeah, I hope it helps. If you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know, of course. I get a lot of questions now, which is cool. I don't mind. I'll do it.
Okay, so for those of you that are a little more visual, so say for example, I own Activision stock, right? Which I do, I'm not gonna lie. It's a good stock, it's done me well. And I'm an investor and I'm like, okay, you know what? The price I noticed just dropped on Activision. So let's drop a little bit on there. Just because, my average price is 47, it went down to 45. I'm gonna put a little bit more to buy more Activision shares just to average down the amount that I currently have. So the speculator, on the other hand, says, hey, EA stock looks pretty good. It went low. I want to get rich, like right now. So how do you do that as opposed to this one? Let's go harder. As you can see, two very different methods. One, go hard or go home. You can either make lots of money or you're going home early because you lost everything and you're in debt if you traded a margin. This one, you may have a little bit of loss, but you also might not have too much gains either. But at the same time, you're keeping your money.
Stand up!